Hey everybody, welcome to another special edition Plan With Me with Erica D. This special edition Plan With Me is going to be my spring cleaning list. We've got the time, might as well get some spring cleaning done, right? So I've made kind of a list of each of the rooms that I plan to tackle in the next few weeks, days, whatever it ends up being. I've got like 5.5 more weeks until I can go back to work, so I've got time. And then kind of the areas that I know right now need to be touched in each of these rooms. And once I get going, I'll probably be like, oh yeah, and then I forgot this area and that area, and I'll add more to it. Now, full disclosure, I have done this page already. I've done this spread already. I have done this video already. You're never gonna see it. I hate what I did. I'll show you what I did. Shh, don't tell anybody. This is what I did. I used these same pages and it looks like this. And it is so cluttered. That's the word. It's so cluttered. I tried like separating off, sections for each room. Tried doing it with washi. I tried doing it with labels. I tried doing it with lines. Nothing. It looks cluttered. It's a mess and I hate it, hate it, hate it. And I got done with it and I was ready to take a picture of it for the end of the video and I was like, no, I don't want to look at this. And if I don't want to look at it, I'm not going to use it. That's the thing about Happy Planner. It's supposed to make you want to use your planner. And if you hate something you're doing, you're not going to want to look at your planner. And sorry, my notifications are on my computer over there, so it might ding some. So then I tried a few other things. I did this with washi. So I just took washi, really thin strips of washi like this, and I kind of boxed things off. And then I tried a stencil to do a little tag for the name of the room. I tried a stamp, which I think is what I'm going to end up going with as a stamp, because I was like, oh yeah, I have stamps. The reason I'm not doing the name of the room at the top is because it doesn't give me necessarily enough boxes in each section to list everything I need to do. So I kind of wanted the label to be a vertical thing. I'm going to throw this out because it's bugging me. So I think I'm going to end up going with something like this. A variation of what I tried to do earlier. So what these are is these are pages from this planner. I think it was called Stargazer. And when I got this planner, I really loved the blue and the silver. It had these metal blue discs that I really liked. These discs here, I love metal discs. I think the shine is beautiful. And for a while, I even liked using the blue discs, but then I felt like all my spreads had to be blue. And so I took the blue discs off and put black on. And then I didn't even use the insides of the planner because this is what they look like. They're not like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. They're just lists. And I do make lists, but I don't want that for my weekly planner. So I'm going to get rid of this tape because I think I decided that even in my sample, I did use this stripe. I think I'm going to use, here are my choices. This is the stripe I used in the sample. This color matches a little bit better, but I really like this marble because it kind of goes along with this. So I think this is what I'm going to end up using to make my boxes. And I'll show you kind of how I make the boxes, and then I'll probably just make the rest off screen so that you don't have to sit through the tedious part. So I take this washi that is way wider than I need it to be. And if you've watched my channel at all, I lost my little washi cutter thingy. Hello. See, this is what happens. I already did this page, and so now my stuff's all messed up. If you've watched any of my videos, you've seen me do this before, even on like weekly spreads. I like to take thicker washi and get my money's worth and make thin washi out of it. So what I'm doing is I'm taking my clear ruler that, if you can see it here, it has these lines on it. It's got like a grid, and so I can see through it to line up along the edge of the washi so I can get theoretically, a nice straight line on a long edge of washi. And I'm making each of these a 1/4 of an inch. 1/4 of an inch? I think a 1/4 of an inch wide. No, must be 1/2 of an inch. That looks more like a 1/2 an inch, doesn't it? No, it's a 1/4 an inch. Anyway, I'm making them the same. I'm just going along the grids. And so that's just kind of something I do all the time with my planners. All the time, all the time. Before I do this though, I did rescue this off of the first page that I did, and I want to use it again. It's just a spring cleaning sticker from one of the Happy Planner sticker books. Problem is now, I think you can see it, it's got whiteout because I did this exact same thing on it with the other page, and so the spots with the whiteout are no longer going to stick. So I'm just going to try my handy dandy glue stick here, and I'm just going to go over just the whiteout areas. The rest of the sticker is still sticky, so I'm not worried about it. And yes, I've had good experience with glue sticks, making, you know, things work in planners. You can kind of see through that right now, but I'm hoping when the glue dries, because it's supposed to dry clear, disappearing purple. I've never really tried it under a clear sticker though, so we'll see what happens, but I'm hoping that will dry clear, because right now you can see it. You can see the purple glue stick in between the strips of washi, or whiteout. I'm hoping that will disappear. We shall see what happens. All right, so let's get going. I'm gonna do the master bedroom first. I'm gonna do the vertical line first. So I'm just gonna take this and line it up with the edge of that there. And I think, what did I do on that sample I did? I came slightly below the bottom line of writing. And I came slightly above it as well. Not that my sample is perfect, but it's already been thought through, I guess. So, and now I can take this. I could do a cute little mitered edge, but I'm not going to. And I'm just making boxes here. Just, basically I'm gonna make each section here a different room in the house that we're going to spring clean. And I want the sections to be much more clear than they currently are. So that is the first section. Make sense? Now that I see it though, I think this washi is too wide. I've already redone this page. I'm already redoing it. I might as well get it the way I want it, right? So I'm gonna take that off. I'm gonna make this washi even narrower. I'm gonna make it an 1/8 of an inch. And try that, see if I like it better than the 1/4 of the inch. This might work better. I like the thick chunky lines, I just don't think it gives me as much space to work. Okay, let's try this now. Then I'm going to go over the top. Little pieces of washi just stick to your hands. Go up here, and I'm just going over to this little sticker. I don't want to go over the sticker. And then come down here. I'm going to go just below the line just to give it a little white space in there. And do I want to go? I don't want to go all the way to my little check boxes. Okay, that makes me happier. I like that. All right, so I'm going to go through and do all these, and then I'll come back to you, because this part could take some time and be, you know, not the most exciting to watch. So give me a minute, and I will be back and show you what I've done. This is my first version of this. And look, the purple glue dried clear, and you can't even tell I pulled that up from another spread. And it's stuck really well. All right, and these boxes look much more the way I wanted them to. So now I'm going to, I had taken these stickers. They were like, I'll show you what they were. They were step stickers that I whited out the word steps. Can you see that? I had whited out the word steps and wrote the words on each, but I did it without the washi at first, but you couldn't tell the lines, and then I did it with the washi, but you couldn't see it. It just, like I said, didn't work, but I do like the idea of a little banner there. So I haven't used my stamps in forever. So I found and reminded myself that I have this stamp right here, which looks almost identical to the others. So I could use this one, but instead I'm going to use this one that looks like a flag. And I'm just going to take my block and put this right here. I have no idea if this is the right kind of ink to use or not. My grandmother was a big stamper for a while. She kind of quit, but she used to stamp all the time, and so this I kind of got as a hand-me-down from her. So I don't know if, you know, I've never learned how to stamp. I don't know if this is the right kind of ink. This is Memento ink. Memento. I don't know. It's probably not acid-free, but I'm not scrapbooking, so that's okay. So my thought, and look how perfectly that fits, I love it, is to just take this right in here, and then I can write the name of the room there. And I'm going to use this paper just to kind of test the pressure. So if I push nice and hard and firm, that's really thick. If I just come over where I want it and just tap it down, much, much better. Or sometimes I like to see what it looks like on a second inking, because sometimes I really like the color of a second inking. This time I don't think so. I want the dark one, so I'm going to try to get my pressure to make it look like that one there. So get all inked up, and then, and my head might pop through into the frame as I do this stamping, so I apologize if it does. I think I should probably take this tape off of here so that that doesn't affect the, this tape is stuck to my hands, doesn't affect the stamp. Okay, so excuse my head and my belly if they're poking on into the frame. And I'm just gonna lightly come there. Voila. Okay. And I will continue to do that in each box. I'll be right back when I get that done. All right, so I got those banners all inked on, and so that's where I'll just write the name of each room. Now, one other thing you might have noticed is that I made a few of these boxes bigger than the others. I wanted to use, I need more things done in those rooms, frankly. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this line here. I'm going to replicate this line in this space right here. And it's black, but it's a really, really light black. So I'm going to use my gray Friction pen, which I think will look closer to the black that's on here. And I just want to use something that I can kind of see where I'm going. My clear ruler doesn't work for this because the grid, let me get this up. When I lay this down, the grid casts a shadow on the paper below, and I can't tell what line is this gray line and which is a shadow from this. So I have to do this one differently. So I'm just kind of using the edge of a stencil that I've got, and I can see through it enough not to get it. I can't see it through it enough to make sure I'm getting my line straight, but I can see through it enough to get it relatively straight. And I'm just getting my pen started so I don't have that pool. It is darker than the other lines, but I think it's close enough. In fact, it's as close as I'm going to be able to get. I'm positive of that. So again, get that going. I'm trying to put very little pressure on the pen so I can keep it as light of a line as possible. This is the only gray thin pen I've got. Yeah, see, I didn't get the pen started. So that one's darker than I want. It's Friction, so I could go through and erase it, but I'm not going to. Now, you might be seeing, oh no! You should always put your lid back on your ink, because now look what I did. I laid this in the ink, on top of the ink, and oh well, that's just gonna be a blemish. Anyway, what you might be noticing is the line I just drew in doesn't have a checkbox. So this same set of stamps has boxes, you know, that you could make your own check marks, check off list. I only need one of them. So again, somebody who knows what they're doing with stamping will probably really shake their head with this, but this is how I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna take my ink, try to get it just on one of the squares. And if I just barely touch it, and I actually like the second inking better. Let me try that again. Am I on screen when I do that? So this is inking 1, and that's number 2, and I feel like that's a closer color than this to this. So again, try to only get one of the 3 squares inky. Do my first inking over here, and my second inking. My head's gonna come into screen here and I can't help it. Right there. Perfect? No. Can you tell I made it? Yes. If someone's analyzing it that closely though, they deserve to be able to tell that I did that. Because this is really just for my family and I to look at when working on our spring cleaning list. My family will not care that it's not perfect. They'll give me a hard time just for the fun of it, but they won't actually care. All right, put the lid on my ink, which I didn't do before. And now I've got that. So now I've got all my rooms and I can start writing it in. Now before, when I did this, I used a sticker down here. I no longer like this sticker. I liked it when I used this washi because it had the yellow in it. I don't like this, so I'm not going to rescue it. But I am going to look around and see what I can put down here. And I'm kind of envisioning this section as like stuff that needs to be done in every room. Like I might write, wash the curtains, clean the ceiling fans, wash the light covers. What do you call it? You know, the domes or whatever that go over the lights on the ceiling. You know, the stuff that I'm gonna have to do in every room is probably what I'm gonna put here. But I do want that to look different. So I'm gonna look for a sticker. All right, I did not exhaust myself looking, but I did find one that I think will work. I'm just gonna leaf through this book really quick to see if there's something else. But I don't expect to find anything that'll work any better than that one. I don't think there are any more big stickers up toward the front. Okay. So I'm going to use this one that says Note to Self. And I'm just going to put this right. Did you hear my dog just yawn? That's so funny. He's like, Mom, you're keeping me awake. He loves having us home, but he's also like missing his naps now that we're home all the time. It's so sort of funny. Now, this is from the spread that I hated. But there are a few stickers on here that I might try to rescue. It's been several hours now, so I don't know if they're gonna pull up. I know there's this stuff called Undo that I could use, but I don't have any, and we're on quarantine, so I can't get it. This one, I don't know if you can see it, but it says Spring Cleaning. So I'm just gonna take it and kind of come down here in this little gap there. And then I just put a few various other stickers on, like this Get It Done one. This one that says perfect. I don't really need the one that says perfect. Today though is good. I feel like my color scheme went a little darker on the new version, so I don't know if these more greenish colors are still going to work, but I'll give them a shot. I hear a delivery truck driving by. It's about the only people on the roads right now. I live in one of the states that's on a, they don't call it a hunker down rule, but you know, a stay at home rule. So nobody is out and about except delivery drivers, really. Okay, so let's see. Maybe I stick a few of these on just for the fun of it. That one almost looks like a checklist, so I don't think I want it. I don't think I want these. I really don't. Maybe I don't mind a Get It Done one just because. Is that where more ink got? Yep, more ink went through it right there. There's your lesson. Close your ink. And today, just put that one right there. Almost disappears, but that's okay. I don't think I need these two, so I'm gonna stick these on my tripod up here and I'll have them for another day. Okay, I think that's good. I'm gonna do some writing and take a picture and you'll see it at the end. I am so much happier with this than this. We'll see if I feel the same way once I add the pen, but right now I'm already infinitely happier, so awesome. In case this is the last time I say something on camera today, thank you for watching. If you liked what you saw, give me a little thumbs up down below. And if you're inspired at all by what I do, go ahead and subscribe to my channel so that you can see more things by me. I've done several special edition videos this week, part of my quarantine, what do you call it? You know, I'm just taking care of myself and this makes me happy. So this is what I'm doing in between the online classes I'm teaching. So, which is, you know, through my job because I'm a school teacher and we're not in school. So anyway, thanks for watching. Have a good day. Stay healthy.